Good morning, dear ones. Welcome to Made for More, the pre-party kickoff to the actual party that starts tomorrow. I see a bunch of you already here. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, if this is your first workshop with me, I need you to put a 1 in the chat and let me know if you can hear okay. Hey, Coach Carrie. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lori. And there's my Angela. Denise, it does start tomorrow. This is the pre-party so that I can tell you what to expect for the week. I'm going to tell you a really good story today and answer all your questions. We've had, I think, 1,000 people join us in the last 2 days, you guys. So this is going to be our biggest Made for More ever. And we want to make sure you have everything you need so that when we start tomorrow, you are ready to receive. I promise you this is going to be a life-changing week in your life. You're going to look back on this week and you're going to see it as a before and after. I have so many of my clients, because this is like my 10th time to do this workshop. So many of my close friends now, my clients who ended up becoming coaches with me and who I travel with sometimes will tell me now that workshop changed my life forever. So I want you to come in with the anticipation that things will not be the same after this workshop. This is going to be a before and after for you. And I have lots of housekeeping to get to. I have some great storytelling. It's also my birthday week. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love birthdays, and I celebrated my birthday on January the 4th. I knitted myself a hat on the airplane on my birthday. So I have a great story to tell you about birthdays and about showing up for yourself on your birthday, showing up for yourself at times like this when you signed up for a workshop. So we got lots of new people. I'm so excited. Hi, Sean. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Laura. Hi, Lori. Welcome, Amy. Yeah, you can tell me which workshop this is for you. This might be your 4th one with me or your 5th one. I do these workshops every quarter. So we got lots and lots of new people. Christian, welcome. Aaron, welcome. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. I'm so happy you're here. If this is my first time to meet you, I wish I could hug you because I'm Southern and I love to hug. I probably would even smooch you on the cheek, but I know there are some of you. I have a really good friend, Kelly, who, as much as we love each other, she doesn't like hugs. So I wouldn't hug you if you didn't want to, but if I were with you in person, I'd probably hug you. So good to see you. Terry, there will be replays for every single thing, including today. Thank you, Ms. Kim, for the happy birthday. So if I am new to you and we are new to each other, I just want to introduce myself a little bit. I am Dr. Edie Wadsworth. I was a family doctor for several years before I quit that job to homeschool my girls, ended up blogging. From blogging, ended up getting a book deal. And my book deal was all about my very difficult childhood and my complicated relationship with my dad. And from writing that book is how I found coaching. It's how I ended up becoming a life coach, finding the tools of coaching, and the tools of coaching literally changed my life. I was able to rewrite my story, rewrite my past. I have changed literally everything about my life in the last 10 years, and I absolutely love what I do now, which is help women rewrite their stories, help women live into their highest, most loving selves. So if you're here and you're a little bit in a rut, or you've been having some self-sabotage, or you feel stuck, or you feel like, I have a lot of women who come to me who say, I just don't even know what I want anymore. I just feel stuck. If that is you, you are absolutely in the right place. This workshop is going to be life-changing for you. And for me, listen, I still get more out of these workshops, I think, than anybody else. And I am so excited about it. This is my favorite week of the year because I literally love this workshop so much. I love seeing the transformation that people get. And I can't wait to spend really the whole next week with you, because guess what? I'm only going to say this. No, I'll tell everybody tomorrow. But I added a bonus class on Saturday. So on Saturday, I'm going to walk you through how I actually go about planning and executing my 90-day goals. I'll share what my goals are. So I'm going to do that on Saturday morning. That is a bonus workshop that I just added. So we'll meet every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at noon. And each of those classes will be about an hour. On Friday, it'll be a little longer. We will have giveaways each day. I'll go over kind of what you can expect for each day, but each day will last about an hour. And then we'll meet on Saturday morning at 10 if you can make that one. If not, we'll send you the replay. No worries. We just decided to add that as a special bonus, and that will be Saturday morning at 10. So we're going to spend some amazing time together. We're going to have a great week together, a transforming week that I do believe will change the trajectory of your year and will change the trajectory of your life. I fully believe that because I've seen it happen over and over and over so many times with my clients. So, Made for More 2026 is here, starts tomorrow, an event unlike anything you have probably ever experienced before. I firmly believe, listen, I just turned 56, and I firmly believe that 2026 is going to be my best year yet. And I don't know how it's going to top 2025 because it was amazing. But I do believe that most of us get to this point in midlife where we feel that yearning for more. And you probably know it with your whole heart. Say yes in the chat if you're like, I feel that. I know I was made for more than the way I am currently living my life. And a lot of my clients, when they get to this stage of life, a lot of us are kind of in those transition stages where we feel like life kind of morphs into a string of responsibilities. We're going through the motions. We spend most of our time focused on our problems. We don't feel like we're living into our potential. We don't even know what we want anymore. And I get it because for all of us, things come up. Life gets hard. There are hard circumstances. And it's so easy to let your desires and your dreams die. But we are going to wake you up to them this week. I promise you, everything in your life gets better when you say yes to your dreams, when you say yes to your God-given purpose, to the highest potential that exists in you, to the legacy that you are here to lead. So, this is what this week is about. We are going to stop living as if our best days are behind us, and we are going to reinvent ourselves and honor the dreams and desires God has given us. We're going to learn life-changing tools this week, you guys, for mental and emotional resilience. You are going to learn skills and tools this week that are going to have you living with so much more energy than you lived in 2025, because we're going to talk about the things that have been draining your energy. And we are going to then build a plan for you that flows not from pressure, not from hardcore discipline, but from peace and purpose and meaning and joy and flow. And we're going to start living in a way that maybe you've never lived in your life, or maybe you haven't lived in a long time. I really do believe that so often we get to this point in life when we feel like our life is just an endless cycle of negativity, stress, and overwhelm. And we are about to change that. We are going to spend 3 unforgettable days together, and you're going to come out of it feeling so alive to your life. One of the first things that people tell me all the time is, oh my gosh, I wish I was as excited about my life as you are about yours. Like I'm inspired by your life. No, you're going to leave this week inspired by your life. So if you're ready for that, just type ready in the chat. If you are ready for that kind of change, for that kind of inspiration, for that kind of motivation in your life, just tell me in the chat that you are ready, because man, I'm ready and I've already been living this way, and I could not be more excited about this year. So let me go through some of the things that I think will help you get the most out of the workshop. I want to talk about the workbooks. How many of you, don't even tell me in the chat, because I know you have lots of questions about the workbooks. We're going to talk about that. We're going to just get you all ready for the next 3 days. So first of all, I want to say that I just honor you for being here. I can tell you that the kind of person that you are that signs up for a workshop like this in the cold winter of January, you are my people. And you know that your best days are still ahead of you. You just have gotten into a little rut. And I just want to honor you for making the change that you know is possible for you. And I just want to honor you for being here. I want to honor you for saying yes. Lots of people had the opportunity to sign up for this and didn't, but you did. And you're the kind of person who will take a workshop like this and literally change your whole entire life. What happens is it starts to be like this domino effect. Maybe you join because you don't like where you got in your health, or maybe you join because you don't like where you are in your finances or in your relationship or in your job situation. But here's what will happen. As you implement the tools that we are going to teach you this week, it'll be like a domino effect into every single area of your life. So I really feel like this workshop is not just a workshop. It's like a threshold. It's like your Narnia door where you step through a threshold that becomes a before and after that you never even imagined. And so I want to help you as you step across the threshold. I want to show you some ways to do that are so powerful. I first of all want to answer your questions about the workbook. So some of you tell me in the chat, say upgrade in the chat if you signed up for the upgrade to get the workbook shipped to you. Now, you get two amazing things when you sign up for the upgrade. You get lifetime replays of the workshop, you guys. So if you haven't signed up yet for the upgrade, it's still not too late. Now, you will get these replays, I think, until January 18th, maybe. So you'll get them for about a week after the workshop is over. But if you want lifetime replays, you'll need to upgrade. Also, when you upgrade to the All Access Pass, you get this workbook shipped to you. And I'm going to tell you all about it because this is a kind of a sample of what you get when you join on my program, Life Mentoring School. If you decide to do that at the end of the week, and you get our planner, it's like instead of a 90-day planner, this is a 30-day undated planner inside of here. And then it has some workbook pages at the beginning. Some of my pages that I use with my own clients. So it's got some really good stuff in the beginning. And then the back of it is a 30-day planner. Now, let me tell you about the workbook. All of the people who joined by yesterday, the workbooks got shipped. So even if you don't have it yet, it's already been shipped. Now, these do not come from us. They come from a company in Utah, which unfortunately was closed like other businesses over Christmas. So if you joined early on, only probably if you joined in the first couple of days that we were open, were they still open to start shipping these out. But all of the ones, unless you join today, have been shipped. So what will happen is when it gets shipped, you will receive a shipping confirmation, and it will come from shipping at, hold on, let me tell you what email that will come from. Shipping at edwadsworth.com. So if you haven't gotten that confirmation yet, check your spam folder. And if you still can't find confirmation of it, please let us know at support@edwadsworthcoaching.com. Now, let me tell you this. The digital form of this that you can print out or have sent to a printer, by the way, I'm holding that upside down, or you can have sent to a printer, is in all of your emails. We can even attach it here, Katie, if you want to put it in the live stream, but it's in all of your emails. Let me tell you something really important, you guys. Our brains are so conditioned to focus on problems. And I know this because I just got back from Big Sky, Montana, and I went to all of the trouble to ship myself a huge box of so many good things. I made homemade granola, homemade cookies. I had protein powder in there. I had Ningxia Red for my whole family for the week, which is the anti-inflammatory drink that I drink. I had a diffuser in there and all my essential oils. That box was huge, and it took me forever to get everything made and ready for the package. And when I got to Big Sky, it was supposed to be delivered the day that I got there. Well, turns out Big Sky has very weird delivery, and my box never got there even before I left. Now, I can be totally devastated and, flustered about that. And that's not going to change the fact that, it still didn't come. So I decided I wasn't going to let that ruin my trip in the most beautiful, gorgeous place on earth with all of this fresh snow, with all of my family surrounding me. So let me tell you something. I'm going to take you to Big Sky this week. I mean, virtually, I'm going to take you to Big Sky this week, you guys. This is going to be a life-changing workshop. And I do not want you to let the fact that your workbook hasn't gotten there yet do anything to keep you from getting all the good stuff you're going to get this week. So here's the way I think about it. I let myself be frustrated because I'm not one of those coaches who's like all about positive thinking. I will teach you how to have a really powerful mindset tomorrow, but I also think it's okay to be frustrated. So we want you to email us. Let us know. We're frustrated with you and we're sorry that some of you haven't gotten it yet. And we're doing everything we can to make sure we're answering your questions and answering your emails. So it's totally human to be frustrated. Let yourself feel that. Let it wash through you. And then decide, you know what? I'm just going to make the most of it anyways. And here's what I will tell you, to be honest. What you're really, the most value in this are the 30 days of the Undated Planner that will teach you how to live your daily life. And that 30 days of Undated Planner, you're not going to need that until we even finish the workshop, because you're not going to set your 90-day goal until Friday. So you probably won't even be wanting to start the book until maybe Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then, you can just print this off, or you can look at it virtually and write things down in a notebook until then. But don't let this steal your joy. This is an amazing workbook, but don't let it steal your joy. And like I said, 2,800 of them have already been sent out. So though all of you who upgraded, 2,800 of you, those have already been shipped. And the ones who registered today, they will get those shipped out today. So they're back and, at full force. And we talked to them this morning. So don't let that steal your joy, because it's going to be an amazing workshop together. Here's the thing, it's interesting because on day one of the workshop, we're going to talk about how our brains are so focused on problems. And when you're so focused on your problems, it clouds out what's actually possible for you in your life. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to shift that to a focus on problems to a focus on possibilities. So I can't wait, because I promise you, every meaningful thing that I've ever created in my life, every breakthrough, every season of growth has required me to decide, who do I want to be when conditions aren't ideal? They're almost never ideal. So who do I want to be when it's not ideal? And so this is your first invitation to practice that. And I can tell you that I'm still having to practice that all the time. You can, I've done 10 years of incredible personal growth. I've hired the best coaches out there. I have learned how to rewrite my story. I live with mostly a miracle mindset, and yet I'm still a human and I still have a human life, and my brain still wants to find whatever little problem is still there. So we don't shame ourselves for that. No, our brains are conditioned to find problems. But what we do is we acknowledge it. Okay, brain, you're going to want to find problems. You're magnificent at finding them. Your brain is actually wired to do that. But here's the truth. You don't experience life as it is. You experience life as you focus on it. So if you focus on what's missing, your nervous system, your emotional life contracts. You don't feel good. You feel disappointed. You feel frustrated. You need to process through that, allow that emotion to be in your body and process through it, and then shift your focus onto what's available for you now, what's possible, what's coming. And that will train your emotional system, your nervous system to open up and to receive. So I can't wait to teach you all about the science of that, but I'm excited about it. Now, I'm going to give you an example of this in my own life. So I grew up in Southern Appalachia, really difficult upbringing. I actually wrote a memoir about it called All the Pretty Things. And writing that book killed me, you guys, because it kind of required me to face a lot of demons. And what I realized when I was writing my book is that we wouldn't argue that I had a difficult life. If you knew my story, you'd be like, oh yeah, girl, that was hard. But what I was doing is punishing myself with the story of my life over and over again. So I was 43 years old and in my head, still telling myself the stories of my childhood and still living kind of as a victim to them. It's like I was holding on to this painful story and it was like a porcupine and it was only puncturing me. And so through coaching tools, I learned how to really live in a different way and rewrite my story. And one of the things when I was younger that was really hurtful to me is that I always felt so much of a letdown near my birthday. Anybody else in the chat, just say yes if you are this way. If you're like, oh my gosh, my birthdays are the worst. Nobody remembers. I have these expectations. I just can remember so many disappointing birthdays. And as I got older, I shifted the responsibility of like who was responsible for my birthday. You shift it from, well, your parents should do it. Or, maybe then you become a teenager and your friends should do it. And then your spouse should do it or your kids should do it. We're always trying to make somebody else responsible for our own happiness. And I was doing that with my birthday, like in such a crazy way. It's like somehow my brain got fixated on my birthday. And I lived like this for so long, being disappointed, being resentful to people, all of that kind of stuff. And when I learned the tools that I'm going to teach you this week, I was like, oh my gosh, actually, nobody's responsible for my birthday. I keep delegating my birthday joy to someone else when I'm actually the one who knows what I really would enjoy for my birthday. And I can just give myself that. I can just decide, oh, do I want to go on a little trip? Do I want a night away? Do I feel like just a quiet day at home? Do I want to make myself a cake? Do I want to order myself a cake? And I started to play around with really celebrating myself and celebrating my own birthday and inviting people if they wanted to come along with me, but not making them responsible for it. And one of the things that happened with that is that I started creating such epic birthdays for myself. So one year, this was like 3 or 4 years ago, I really wanted to fly out to, I wanted to fly to Las Vegas and then drive to Zion National Park. And there was this one hike that I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it on my birthday. And so I told my husband, I said, okay, I have this dream for my birthday. And here's what I want to do. And I'm going to get tickets and I'm going to go hike this hike on my birthday. And I would love it if you would come with me. And he was so happy to come. Now, I could have secretly wished he would take me on some secret trip for my birthday. But why would I do that when I can decide what I really want to create in my own life? So I have been doing this in various ways. And again, sometimes I decide what I want to do this year for my birthday is just to have a quiet time at home. Last year, I ordered myself a huge buttercream cake for my birthday. It was so fun. This year, I knew I was going to be traveling, and I was so excited because we were in Big Sky skiing with our whole family. There was 20 of us, my 9 kids, their significant others, 3 grandbabies, and we were leaving Big Sky the morning of my birthday. So I decided, like, oh, for my birthday, I want to knit myself something. So I started a hat. I knit myself this hat on my birthday, you guys. I made myself my own hat. It was so fun. I found this. It's called the half-hour hat. You can search, if we have any knitters in the group, you can search on YouTube, half-hour hat. And this took me longer than a half an hour, by the way. But I made this hat for myself, for my birthday. And I was so excited. And I had a book that I wanted to read, and I journaled, and I got to see all my kids, except my daughter, Katie. She didn't get to go with us this year, but I was with my family and I was with my grandbabies, and it was just lovely. Now, were there hard things about traveling home from out west on your birthday? Yeah, we had flight delays. I didn't get home to 3 a.m., didn't get in bed till 4, ended up catching a little something in my sinuses. So yeah, I could focus on that if I want to. But you guys, my birthday was so magical, and I decided ahead of time what I wanted my experience of my own birthday to feel like. I say all this about birthdays because as women in midlife, we are so good at making magic for other people. You probably spent the last month making so much magic for your family. You have to, if you want to really enjoy your life, you've got to learn to make that same kind of inner magic for yourself. And we're going to teach you how to do it this week, because you get to experience your own life the way you want to experience your life. Instead of expecting that other people are going to do things that bring you joy or make you happy, you have the agency to do that. And we're going to teach you how to do that in this workshop. And I can't wait because I tell you something, I love experiencing my life this way. It makes every day feel like a miracle. I'm so very, very thankful that I learned these tools, and you're going to learn them too. And I can't wait for you to learn them. So, instead of unknowingly making your joy or your happiness someone else's responsibility, you're going to learn how to do it yourself. And you will learn that it's not your kids, it's not your spouse, it's not your job, it's not your husband. The shift that you need to make is the shift that only you can make. And you have to decide if you're willing to make it. Are you willing to create in your life what you want to experience? And when I made that decision for myself, everything shifted. And guys, let me tell you something amazing. Last year, for my birthday, my sweet family decided to give me a surprise birthday party. And I had never had a surprise birthday party. And I had gotten to the point in my own life where I didn't need my family to do that. I know how to create joy and magic and celebration myself. But it's almost like when I let go of the attachment that other people needed to do it, then they did it. Because they knew, like, oh my gosh, mom loves her birthday. She makes the most magic for her birthday. And they could feel that I wasn't pawning it off on them. I wasn't expecting them to do something. And then just out of the goodness of their hearts, they did it. And it was so magical. My grandbabies were there and we not square dance, we line danced. And I love country music and I love line dancing. So we line danced and we had so much fun together. So if you have been feeling that, like, gosh, something needs to change, and you feel, because all of us feel this way, it needs to be her that needs to change, or my job that needs to change, or what else that needs to change. No, this is a shift that only you can make for yourself. And this workshop is how you're going to do it. So let me tell you how you show up for a workshop. Now, listen, I've been going to workshops like this for a long time, and mostly I just host them now. I don't go to them as much, but I host them. But let me tell you something. The way I have prepared to show up for you this week, you're going to feel like you're going to feel it. You're going to feel my heart and passion. I am leaving nothing in the tank, you guys. I am prepared to give it all. I want you to see the truths that I have learned and the shifts they've made in my own life. And I want you to start implementing them in yours. And I will tell you that nobody will get more out of this probably than me. But I want you to come ready to receive. I want you to focus. I want you to be present. I want you to notice when your brain wants to make a problem out of something, like maybe a workbook, and acknowledge it. Don't gaslight yourself. Acknowledge your frustration about it and then move on. Because the shift that you can make this week could change everything for you. I went to a workshop like this probably 12 years ago that changed everything for me. And I want you to come expecting that. You're not here to just consume content. So I don't want you to look at this as like, oh, well, she's going to come and give her all and I'm just going to sit back. No, you're here to create something. You're here to create change. And if you show up like a consumer, you'll just evaluate everything. You won't be in the mindset of a creator. But if you show up like a creator to this workshop, you'll extract gold everywhere. You're like, oh my gosh, that one thing she said. Oh my gosh, this comment that this other person made really spoke to me. Oh my God, everything will feel like gold to you if you show up as a creator. So I want you to keep asking yourself, what's here for me? What can I create with what's here? There's going to be so much. But I don't want you to show up as like you know how you can show up kind of as like a little bit of a judgmental consumer. Don't do that to yourself. Decide for sure that you are going to get so much out of these 3 days. And if you decide that, you will, because your thoughts become things. And the way you think about something becomes the way you experience it. So here's what will inevitably happen. There will be plenty of people who come into this workshop and let that problem focus that our brains want to do, they'll let that steal the joy from this. There will be some people who do that, but don't let that be you. You decide that you are here for the change that you want to create in your own life, and nothing's getting in your way. So use the digital materials, use a notebook, use an app on your phone, but most importantly, use your own agency. The women who get the most out of this workshop are the ones who have an open heart, ready to learn, ready to receive, ready to create. So come ready. Come with your heart open. The next thing that I want to tell you that I think can really carry you through the workshop is you decide that you're the one responsible for your experience of the workshop, just like you're the one responsible for your experience of your birthday. And the reason I know this is true is because you can take somebody who has literally everything in life, somebody who's like a movie star, and they literally have, they live in Hollywood. They have amazing financial situation. They have, the best body. They have everything externally that you could want in the world, and yet they're miserable. And then you take someone who has meager means, who doesn't have all of that, and they enjoy and wring out every bit of joy of the experience of their life. Always, that is up to us individually to create our experiences. So I'm so glad you're here. I can already feel what is possible for you. This workshop is not about fixing you, by the way. It's about you remembering who you really are. And when you stop outsourcing your power and outsourcing your emotional life and outsourcing your mindset to other people and step into your full agency and start creating the life you really want to create, everything will change. So I'm so honored you're here. A couple more things about to just let you know. We have a text number that if for some reason you're not getting our emails, there's a lot of reasons for that. Make sure you check your spam folder. If you've ever been on our email list and unsubscribed, that could be why you're not getting them. Delivery, it could be in your promotions folder. There's lots of reasons why you might not have gotten emails. Sign up for our text reminders. We're texting, and this is a great way because everybody's got their phone with them. We're texting every day when we go live. So the number, you text the word more to this number, 209-432-2396. So text more to that number and you'll get all of the text reminders of the workshop. So 209-432-2396. The next thing is, let me just tell you something. I want you to make every effort to show up live. I will tell you that the people who carve out time, make exceptions to maybe their work schedule if you can or whatever to show up live, you'll get so much out of it. All of our giveaways, by the way, we're doing a giveaway today. So all of these comments that you're doing, that's entering you for a giveaway. We're giving away a red light mask for your face. I have one myself. I love it so much. So we're giving one away today. Every day there will be giveaways from people who are showing up live in the comments and commenting. We also, by the way, are giving away a style guide, a winter style guide tomorrow. This sweater will be on there. I love my little bow sweater. Lots of fun stuff will be on there. So that style guide we will give away to people who join us live. So when you join live, we will be giving not just that away, but other things away, Amazon gift cards. We'll be giving memberships to my coaching program, Life Mentoring School away. So do everything you can to show up live. That's why if you sign up for the text reminders, you won't miss the live because we'll text you and say, hey, we're about to go live. So again, you text the word more to 209-432-2396. Next is that as soon as the video is over, you can watch the replay on the same link. So say, for instance, you come for 30 minutes and then you have to leave for a minute. As soon as we're done, you can watch the replay on the same link that you watched it on live. We also, each afternoon, will be sending the replay link in an email. So make sure you're opening up your emails. The replays will be available. Another thing, if you, everybody try to see if you can type in this chat, because if you can't type in this chat, you can't enter the giveaways. And let me tell you a couple of reasons why you might not be able to type into the chat. We are broadcasting this on a private channel on YouTube. So if you're not signed into your YouTube account, it won't let you sign in. Now, you can, if you don't have a YouTube account, you can easily make one, but you have to be signed in to your own YouTube account in order to participate in the chat and the giveaways, if that makes sense. So if for some reason you're not able to comment today, it's because you're not signed into YouTube. So sign in so that tomorrow, go ahead and create an account right now and then come back and comment real quick so you can enter this giveaway today. The YouTube sign in works best on Chrome, my team tells me, by the way. So you got to sign in on YouTube in order to do that. Did I get everything, team? I think I did. I hope I did. I think that's everything, you guys. So I'm so excited about this workshop. I literally can't wait till tomorrow. I probably will have trouble sleeping tonight because I'll be so excited about it. Make sure you show up live. We start at noon each day, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at noon each day. And the giveaways will be during the live portion of the session. So the winner today, my team has already picked a winner, you guys. They're so good. The winner today of the LED mask or the red light mask is Patricia Nunez. Congratulations, Patricia. So if you will email us at support@edwadsworthcoaching.com and maybe in the subject line, just say that you want a giveaway or something like that, and we will get that sent out to you. We're so excited. Also, if you are having trouble with our emails, go in there and search. The emails that you're getting from us should say hello@edwadsworthcoaching.com. So search any bit of that, and then make sure that you tell your email service that it's okay for you to receive our emails. Okay. So different email services have different ways of doing that, but make sure you put them into your regular folder and look for them each day. We've been sending lots of them because we don't want you to miss anything. But one of the best ways is to sign up for text reminders. So one more time on the phone number, text the word MORE to 209-432-2396. Okay, you guys, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get some good sleep. We are going to go after it. You are going to feel like we're shooting a fire hose at you of some of the best teaching and inspiration that you've probably heard in a long time. And I can't wait to share it with you. So love you so much. Can't wait.